Before we start, I would like to thank the viewers and the 122 subscribers of this channel. Thank you very much. Hi everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, we will discuss about linear strategies. We'll go over what it looks like and how it operates, and take a peek at their strengths and weaknesses. In Axie Infinity, a strategy is only as useful as it is repeatable. For simplicity, we will define strategy as a repeatable series of actions that leads to a predictable result, meaning that if it's not repeatable or reliable, then it's not a sound strategy. A linear strategy means that you're entirely focused on one goal. Every Axie and their moveset contributes to that goal, and you have little to no interest in deviating from that plan, and worrying about what your opponent is largely just a distraction. In short, linear strategies follow a straight line from point A to point B. Examples are poison backdoor teams, double animo, and the most annoying cute bunny and bug signal teams. So what makes a linear strategy strong? Linear strategies have the potential to be extremely explosive. Their goal is not to play a fair game, as they are reliable in running over other teams that are less focused. The goal is to expand things out to make sure its cards are at their most powerful. We call this in Magic the Gathering achieving critical mass. So if they're so strong, how do we beat them? Linear strategies give up flexibility in exchange for power. With a little disruption, it becomes easy to counter and prevent them from achieving critical mass. For example, poison backdoor teams get slowed down by Bidens or Mint, and because it's ranged, it gets shut down by Hatsune. Terminators or other melee cards gets shut down by Numbing Liquidation. Chain cards become ineffective from this card. Another 3 to 4 card combos gets bogged down by energy manipulation. But it's not that simple. Having the movesets that counter these teams doesn't mean that you'll automatically win. It just means that you're going to slow down their main strategy. You have to take advantage of it to win. Alright, so let's see a gameplay with a team that has a linear strategy, and we'll see how disruption plays a big role in derailing their battle plans. Alright, we're in the gameplay section. Please don't mind this box here in front of my face. It's my mouse, that's how I manipulate the computer. So our Disablesaur team will be up against a double Aqua Disabler. Our team has a new tank, which has this Parasite, Bidens, and Drainbite. And we'll see how the linear strategy of the enemy gets derailed by our indirect approach by discarding. So there you go. He doesn't even care if I block or not. He just need to get through the tank as quick as possible. We all know it's not gonna happen. The tank will never survive this round. But our bug will go to work. So on this round, he's trying to preserve his cards and energy. So he disables our bug. Okay, our Disablesaur didn't go back to his place. That's a visual bug. So in this play, we could all tell that we already established that every round he will be discarding cards that he doesn't use. So instead of waiting for the Ronin combo to come up, he just uses it for the Nemo card. And that means our strategy is working. Yep, we kill him. He disables the bug. with 2 adaptive. Okay, so with this one, I use Kestrel. I know it's not gonna go through his shield, but I hit him with it anyway. It's because of these cards. The disarm. If he hits us with that, combined with the numbing liquidation, we'll be in trouble. So goodbye bug. We do our trademark attack. Yeah, that's how much of advantage we had on that round. But now, as you can see, he could only play 1 card, which is this blackmail, and we could only play 2 vine daggers, which is not really much. So both of us will pass this turn. And yeah, if we actually got hit with the incisor, we'll be in trouble. But because of that, we prevented him from hitting us with it. And so that's game. Alright, so this gameplay will be using the same team, and we're up against double Anemone with Bird at the back. What could I say? I adopted this formation because I saw one of Parupiro's videos. He uses the same formation to combat against this formation on the right side, the double Anemone. But I failed to. I listened to it, I watched it, but I failed to take the essence of the lesson. Now their main goal is to mainly split your damage and sustain with their heals, which is very strong. My mistake here was get enough cards to burst his axes 1 by 1. But instead, I kept on attacking in retail. And that's why even if I discard his cards, he would still heal up and yeah, make all my attacks useless. Now he corners me. Then there's no way I'll win against this. And yeah, that's a defeat. The main take here is that you have to take into account how to counter their strategy, in which case we should have gotten stacked enough cards and energy to defeat one of his axes, go through them 1 by 1, and kill the bird at the end. Let's go for another video. Alright, for the final gameplay of this video, we will be featuring this battle against the dreaded poison backdoor team. Their main strategy is to spread poison with their front line, the Yam, and the backdoor Dusks that could go through your backline and your midline once they get enough energy. Now, they passed on the first round, meaning they would have like 5 energy and a lot of cards, meaning that we're going to anticipate an attack from either our midline or backline. So we opted to play cards on our Disablesaur and our bug. Normally I wouldn't do this because we need cards for our Disablesaur for the end game, but with this one we need it for protection. So instead of getting the full damage, we only get half. Now we discarded these cards. This one, it's regrettable we didn't hit that, but it's okay. So we try to make use of our Disablesaur. See, it really tries to kill it. We're ahead on cards. Right, goodbye Disablesaur. Alright, so on that round we killed one of his Dusks, but we're still not in the clear because Poison the backdoor teams have this tactic of not killing your Axies outright. What they do is, like this bug, he weakens it and leaves it like that so that our draw will be split. He will be able to burst our Axies one by one. Like this. But he didn't anticipate that stun. This one, I'm just trying to protect our Axies so that he will waste more cards as we go to the 1v1. And this is actually a good thing that the bug died now. So on the 1v1, it won't have enough damage for a one-turn KO. Because of our sustain and high armor. Alright, so this one is game. The main disruption that happened on that match was not from our discard, but was from our tank, from the Bidens and the Drain Bite, because he wasn't able to drop our tank into a critical level because of that. In summary, Axie Infinity is a game of weighing pros and cons. Linear strategies are strong, but still can be countered. However, the raw power and reliability is worth making these sacrifices. How about you? Do you use a lineup that relies on a linear strategy? I'm very much interested to know. Until next time.